A lot of people don't have any hope that Vivek Ramaswamy is going to get elected or even be chosen from the Republican Party. So I wanted to take a look at him. Look.
Well, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. It's about to be on.
So let's see, who is Vivek Ramaswamy?
Vivek Ramaswamy is a political outsider. He's an independently wealthy entrepreneur who's never held public office. And that's exactly why he thinks he should be the next president of the United States.
Sick and tired of professional politicians in both parties.
Ramaswamy is a self-identified nationalist and is running on a far-right, so-called anti-wokeist platform that he's calling
America First 2.0. Taking the America First agenda even further than Donald Trump did.
So he makes a lot of promises, which sounds great, but can he actually come through with them? I think he's doing good, going up in the polls and building up a lot of haters. And look at already a number one hater.
The clown that is masquerading as a presidential candidate, Vivek Ramaswamy, says that Juneteenth is a useless holiday and that it was created out of guilt behind what happened to George Floyd, and we don't need any more holidays, because if we have more holidays, then we won't have any working days left. He says that Veterans Day and Memorial Day, we need those holidays, President's Day, but not Juneteenth. But it's like
Vivek Ramaswamy. He went on the Breakfast Club. By him going on the show, you will be able to look into the black female's mind when it comes to voting.
You were born here in Ohio.
I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's right.
Right. So you've been here your entire life. So the question is, right. Did you take any leadership role in middle school, high school, class president?
Yes, I have. I've held leadership roles over my life, but those don't qualify me to do what I'm doing now.
Class president in middle school, that's a qualification to become president? You know, she's making black people look stupid. This woman is, she's aggravated. I'm telling you, she made me last night when I watched this. I was getting the bed sheets. I was cutting the holes. I was getting my burning cross.
There are phases of our lives where we do different things.
Well, you're moving straight all the way up to President of the United States.
You know, I don't view it as a hierarchy. I don't view it as a hierarchy. I don't believe in hierarchies. The hierarchy is the way the bureaucracy works. I don't believe in so we have a difference in opinion.
You also don't believe in service, and that's where we're having a disconnect.
Well, I disagree with you on that.
Hey, Kevin, I bet you Vivek, when he left, man, he's goddamn.
So we got the haters, and we got him running for president. Now, he had a response for Juneteenth. Check it out.
You think Juneteenth is a useless holiday?
I basically do.
Yeah. Do you think Memorial Day, Veterans Day are useless holidays?
I don't, because I stand with the presumption of time-tested traditions. Like I said, religion is, I call these things cults. I won't dignify them as religions because religions have withstood the test of time.
He makes perfect sense. Vivek Ramaswamy.
As the Republican presidential race heats up, one underdog is making some headway in the polls. Taking a look here at Vivek Ramaswamy, getting some praise from Republicans. And while he most likely won't win any states in the primary, he could be a rising star in the party. Joining us now is Yahoo Finance senior columnist Rick Newman. So, Rick, what should we be keeping an eye on here?
Well, this is horse race stuff. Ordinary people who don't really think about the election until a month or so before the voting, they don't really need to pay attention to this, but you do look for changes in the standing of the candidates, and Vivek Ramaswamy has now kind of jumped into third place. Now, these are very low numbers. He's still polling in the single digits among Republicans, but I think notable that he's actually doing better than people who have a lot better name recognition, such as Mike Pence, the former Vice President, Chris Christie, the former governor of New Jersey, Nikki Haley, who was an ambassador in the Trump administration. I mean, he's sort of jumped ahead of those people. So
they're going to choose who's going to be the Republican nominee by next August. We are a year away, and he's already at third place. He definitely got a good chance of being chosen. Let's see what else is, guys.
That tells you something about what he is saying to voters seems to be resonating. For what it's worth, he is pretty Trumpy. He is riding on sort of this anti-woke sentiment you hear from Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida. And he says that if he were elected president, he would pardon President Trump of any crimes he may have been committed of, which is sort of a way of splitting the baby. It's sort of a way of saying, I stand with Trump, but here's a nod to reality, the fact that he is under all these legal charges. So again, he's probably not going to be the candidate, but part of what he is saying is getting through, and he's only 37. So this does tell you something about who might be part of the future leadership of the Republican Party.
So Vivek Ramaswamy, 37 years old, already making a name for himself. In my opinion, I think that he should try to get, or Trump should try to convince him to be the VP, because the Trump-Vivek ticket, it's a winning ticket. At this point, let's just see if Vivek gets convinced. He doesn't want to do it, but as we get closer and closer to August of next year, we'll see if he's convinced. So that's my take on Vivek Ramaswamy. So write down your comment below. What do you think? And hey, he seems like a valid candidate, and let's see what else comes out.
Birdball on life.
Trump Vivek 2024. Let's go.
I have to ask you, would you be open to being Trump's running mate?
I would not. I am actually focused on winning the presidency. If you're like me, got 2 young sons at home, making the sacrifices that we are, putting over $15 million of my money into this campaign already, hard-earned money, not what I inherited. I didn't inherit money. You know what? You make those sacrifices if you want to actually drive a national revival.